What?
Hello, my name is Wyatt Springer. I'd like to thank you all for coming. Today I'm going to tell you why the Boston Celtics are the greatest franchise in NBA history. Now this is a hotly debated topic among sports fans, writers, and especially the media. But I think after today you'll be convinced that Boston truly is the greatest NBA team. The Boston Celtics were founded in 1946 and were one of the original expansion teams in the inaugural National Basketball Association, or the NBA. They were also the first team to break the color barrier in the next year by drafting the first African-American professional basketball player, a man named Chuck Cooper. Now, through the 1957 to 1969 was the real true first heyday of the Boston Celtics. They had what they called the first Big Three, which were three star players on one team. And during those years, they won 11 of 13 championships, and a record of 8 in a row, which is actually a record for any professional sports team. Now, the Big Three that they had at that time were Bob Cousy, Tommy Heinsohn, and Bill Russell. Now, the 1970s found the Boston Celtics winning 2 more titles behind the great Celtic Dave Cowens. Now, during the 1980s was what Celtics fans will call the Bird era. In 1978, Larry Bird was drafted out of Indiana State University with the 2nd overall pick. And he was joined by Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish to form the second incarnation of the Big Three. Now, during the 80s, Bird, McHale, and Robert Parrish battled the Los Angeles Lakers and ended up winning 3 more national titles. Now, the only era that the Boston Celtics really struggled in was the Jordan era of the 1990s. Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls won 6 NBA championships during the 90s. Pretty much decimated the rest of the NBA. But in the late 2000s, general manager Danny Ainge and former Celtic great decided to get together another Big Three, this time consisting of Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen. And they went on to win their 17th NBA title in 2007. Now, 17 titles is a record for any professional sports franchise, not only basketball. Now, there's another reason that the Celtics are the greatest team in NBA history. It's their gigantic fan base. From Boston all the way to California, you'll find Boston Celtics fans. They're able to rally Irish pride in sports. Another reason is their consistency of their look. They've had the same uniforms since 1946. Their classic white and green with their leprechaun logo is known throughout the world as the Boston Celtics. And also from 1946 until 1995, they had one of the greatest venues in sporting history, the Boston Garden. Second only maybe to Madison Square Garden in New York City as the most well-known venue for professional sports. Now, the Boston Celtics also have 38 Hall of Fame players, which is also a record for all professional American sports. This is amazing when you think that an NBA roster has only 15 players, while an NFL team may have 60. And they have a record 38 Hall of Famers. They also have 21 retired jerseys, meaning that 21 players' numbers are enshrined at the top of the Boston arena. So hopefully I've been able to show why the Boston Celtics are the greatest franchise, maybe not only in NBA history, but in all of professional sports history. Thank you very much.
Well done.